All right, y'all, we ready? Are we ready? Let me make myself a little smaller here. I guess I can remove my tape. You know what? No, I'm just gonna make that smaller and bring that over here. That's my size. All right, controller. All right, let's see what this last day is gonna be. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? Memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'll never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think about performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh. Oh yes, I don't remember feeling faint. Be my Miles, love his pompous butt. So I saw Miles Edgeworth has his own set of games, so I want to play those too. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Did Keontae break up with you? Why are you flirting with Maya? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Oh, okay. I want to play those. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Anyway, talk. Larry, you really helped us out in trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that bolt shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. Yep. The Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? It's so funny how the three of them went to school together. It is! You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what are you talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Thanks, Larry. Hmm. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay, okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of third grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of third grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day, we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you. Thief. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. No one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not going to play with you anymore. Yeah, and no more borrowing this. Give me back the 50 cents I loaned you. Hey, did you rob the bank the other day? Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. Even the teacher jumped in on it. In the end, even the teacher thought I've done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I've done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in the trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? Oh! It was Miles' money that got stolen. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up on picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Oh, Larry. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? Aw. If something smells, it's usually the butt. So, yep, pretty much if Larry had been there, he would have been the scapegoat for it. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicion of Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he had become. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I were a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. Wow, Phoenix, that's dedication. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'll settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. All right, so now we got the backstory on their relationship, Larry, Phoenix, and Miles. They basically stood up for him when he was on class trial. Even the teacher was like, now you know you shouldn't do that. I'm like, okay, if they had PE and he skipped out and just stayed in the classroom to rest up because he was coming with a cold, would the teacher be in there and be like, okay, yeah, he was here? Like, man. All right, let's move. Hey, pal. Long time no see. I saw you earlier, didn't I? Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie and oh. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. Okay. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Okay. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, well, the place where I want to go to anyway is the caretaker's boat thingy. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. I mean, you were just talking about that it was amateur stuff like, what, yesterday, Maya? That old caretaker got away. Hi, Brooke. Welcome in. We just basically got started. We found out the backstory between Phoenix, Larry, and Miles Edgeworth. So we pretty much found out their backstory Edgeworth's lunch money got stolen. Everybody blamed Phoenix because he didn't go to PE. He stayed behind. But Larry was out that day. So basically, they blamed Phoenix, obviously because he was not in PE class. And while he was on trial, pretty much Edgeworth was like, "You don't have any evidence, so why is he apologizing?" And then Larry was like, "Stop ganging up on him. Like, he said he didn't do it. This is like, consider how he feels." So that's why Phoenix has been friends with them for so long until, Edgeworth left in the fourth grade and they kind of lost touch. But it kind of boils down to reason why Phoenix became a defense attorney. And it was because he wanted to talk to Edgeworth. So while Edgeworth went the way of becoming a prosecuting attorney, Phoenix went defense because he was just like, he knew sooner or later that Edgeworth would have to face him in court. So that was his whole passion of becoming a defense attorney, because he needed to catch up with Edgeworth to see what made him change. Because he idolized his father so much, and his father was a defense attorney. Yeah, Edgeworth's father was a pretty famous defense attorney, but then he went the route of prosecutor and also basically like forging evidence, stuff like that. So Phoenix wanted answers, and that's why he became a defense attorney, to find out why Edgeworth went the way he did. All right. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know that clearing of the throat anyway. Grossberg is here? Oh, okay. Hi, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I say that every time. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? All right, let's go into the shack. Not a problem, Rook. Nobody's home. Hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Alright, first thing I want to do is look at this safe. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aww. But hey, he gets it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Ooh. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. But what? Okay, Robert Hammond was part of the DL6. So what did Edgeworth have anything to do with that? Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting to the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond, he called out Edgeworth. He was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Get the safe added to the court. Letter from the safe. Okay. There's nothing else in here. Do I maybe go to Edgeworth? Hi, Lucian. Again. Okay, let's just go down the list. Oh, hi, Edgeworth. You look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. See, this is why we can't tell Maya nothing. That could be... Okay, Maya, you can't tell Maya a secret for nothing. It would be like you tell her in confidence. You know, the reason why he became a defense attorney was because he wanted to see you. Like, Maya, shut up. That could be embarrassing for... If it's embarrassing for somebody else, she like a little gremlin. Let me tell the secrets. I think this Lucius guy stalking your channel. He seems suspicious and bet he likes crazy stuff like robots. Yes, all the robots. Yeah, yes, look at her face. That's pure gremlin. Like, why would you? That could be something that's like dear to your heart. You were just like, okay, let me tell y'all my backstory. Well, you know he became this because he wanted to see you. Like, Maya, shut up. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. Exactly, Phoenix. Like, gee, thanks. Fiddle with Gundam model kit. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me. You want me to defend criminals? Oh. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. Oh! That would be Robert Hammond. On that day 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Wow. Okay. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So witness tampering, evidence tampering, all that good stuff, huh, Edgeworth? And he's your mentor and deserves respect? So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But perhaps, I know, it's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he will do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Oh yeah. The letter. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out the safe in the shack where the boat renter caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means there is someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could it be? Aha ha ha! Me and Lucian talked about this. I said this. Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. Then the earthquake happened. And then that's when they got caught in the elevator. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress caused a temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Hi, Eden. How are you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? I'm doing well, thank you, Harry. I'm doing good. We are on day 3 of investigation, and then we're going to finish off with the final court case. So we're down to the last part of case 4. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killer in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiff. In a daze, I picked up the pistol. Get away! It looks like he threw it. Get away from my father! Oh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. Ah. What? If you think about it, that way this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean? It was me. I'm the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, Grossberg. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6. Okay. Let's go to Grossberg. Ah, controller, stop it. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He sob. Not gonna do that. I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he wants to frame him for murder. It's leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. He didn't shoot it, he threw it. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Oh, accidental death? Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably threatened. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, DFA. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost and died in despair, as it were. I see. I mean, if he lost... Okay, when Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. What? Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? So if Yanni was indeed innocent, and we're gonna say the ghost knew who actually shot him, so who else was there? It's only a possibility, mind you, but a possibility nonetheless. Ow, ow, ow. Letter maybe? Oh, so is this the letter? It does seem like Yogi was following this letter. When he killed Hammond. But why Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sakes, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. Oh. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is this? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Where? Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? It couldn't have... Oh! Edgeworth did say, even down to his personal life and hand... And we did say, and when we found the letter, we did say that it had perfect handwriting. Okay, so Miles is definitely innocent, because why is he trying to frame himself? Yanni Yogi, no, because he was following the letter. Okay. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. But why? What does that mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. Wait, then he would know the truth. So you talking about I need to show this letter to Von Karma, but why? That seems like bad news bears. Like, he wouldn't know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. But if Edgeworth accidentally killed his dad, but what does this have to do with him? Okay, if Von Karma knew that Edgeworth accidentally killed his father, why is he still trying to get Edgeworth killed? That kind of has like nothing to do with him. Okay. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. Is this like the third body problem when no one remembers an additional person in the elevator or something? This is weird. No, I mean, clearly from what is told, like even tested by Yanni and Edgeworth, I guess back then, it was only 3 people in the elevator. But how would Von Karma know that Edgeworth accidentally killed his father? That's the question, because Edgeworth, even as a young kid, and also Yanni, said it was only the 3 of them that was in the elevator. So how will Von Karma know, one, and why, if this is Von Karma's handwriting, why is he trying to have it set up that Edgeworth takes this fall? Or basically he was planning with Yanni to get revenge, you know? Because Edgeworth didn't really testify, he was just in the elevator. And he's the one that threw the gun and it accidentally went off. All right. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. Oh, is the grudge is when Gregory tried to show people how Von Karma was going about winning his cases? That's probably the grudge that he has. Huh. I mean, but wouldn't it be easier to just kind of like blackmail Miles instead of try to frame him from, well, I don't know. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I be making speculations and then they actually go to proceed to explain it. I'm sorry. What happened in trial? Okay, we're gonna be an ad break in about 50 seconds. When it starts, I will pause on the investigation. So that way, when the ad break comes back, it will be good to go. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence. Hi, Soraya. It was the only penalty that Von Karma has ever received in his career as a Oh, it left a mark on his career. All right, y'all. Ad time. I'm going to stop here. So, gonna talk about this a little bit. So basically, the ad should be rolling up right now. If you see ads, let me know. If you don't see any ads, let me know. Pretty much Von Karma has a spotless record. Even though he won, he still got a penalty because of the evidence. So now he just pretty much had a whole hate stick for Gregory. Well, ma'am, you're sub to me. You know, that lovely sub that you have, that little night sky sheep that's right beside you. Oh, thank you, Anonymous Ghost, for gifting Ebony a sub. I love this vibe. Detective is the Cozy's detective skills are on point. An anonymous gift has unlocked a new case of generosity in our cozy courtroom. Who's the mysterious benefactor? Let's give a tappy to the one who keeps the case interesting. Yes, tappies. All the tappies. Yes, he is actually doing. He is doing my social links. He is basically putting them out there. It's like, hey, here's these links. Go follow here. Then let Von Karma's penalty be your only cozy case update. Follow for all the courtroom drama. Ebony's already subbed to the evidence. Will you join our investigation team? Together we'll crack every case. I love this spot. I'm over here just sipping my coffee. We got about 12 minutes of the ads. Once they are over, we will get back started. All right, ads have ended. Welcome back. We waited. We chatted a bit. I'm drinking my coffee. I need to kickstart my brain. My nose. Ugh. All right. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacation? Like, go to the sea or, to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacation, my man. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? He took a long vacation. After that, I'm kind of thinking about when they said in the game that Gregory, I think, was coming from a case, but he lost. And then after, I guess he died. I don't know. Okay, I need more information. Um, what do we do, Nick? One Karma is gonna bring up DL6. You can bet on it. And that I guess this whole case will be a segue into DL6. Huh. And basically say he was the one who murdered his father and get him if he can't. Okay, I need more. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL? Oh, that's right, because he already feels guilty. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'll kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it. Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. But if he was doing it to protect Edgeworth, why would he blame the murder on Yanni Yogi, though? Now you're just condemning another person to... God dog it. I mean, because if it was accidental, you know, he's like, oh, I threw the gun. He's only a kid. Do you really think they're gonna put a third grader, a fourth grader into jail? It was an accidental. They already said this was oxygen deprivation. Like he would need a lot of therapy after coming with that, but it's yeah, something's not right. Something is missing. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. Okay, I need to go back to criminal affairs, right? Yeah, criminal. Okay. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. I don't know why I had to move here. Yeah, criminal affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe's be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the record room again? Well, now I can't have anyone wandering around in there, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? I don't want to show him this letter. Like, Grossberg was like, oh, you probably should show him this letter. I'm like, that sounds like Bad News Bears. Why would I show him something that he probably obviously wrote? Okay. Yes, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. There's an open drawer. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he wasn't here. Von Karma. Oh yeah, the last time I didn't inspect anything. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room, too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's just get what we need and get out of here. All this stuff is getting to me. Alright, let's look at this drawer, because I don't remember that being open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? Nick, the file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing? Ew, I don't like your forward fake. Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Huh? Do you not know who we are? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. Wow. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy's with Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Wow! Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? Huh. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last season. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. So he said this man has been stewing for 15 years. He has come up with this plan. Because why would he know Miles Edgeworth would admit his own guilt? He's been stewing. His guilt 15 years ago, you mean? Uh-huh. You thought we didn't know about it, but we probably shouldn't have said nothing. You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. But why? This man has been planning this for 15 years, and he's done this like right almost on the anniversary of when the trial went to court. Why do it at this very... So basically, because he couldn't take it out on the dad, he's taking it out on the son. And he knows that Edgeworth has been plagued with this for years. That's dirty. Okay. I don't want to do this, but I got a feeling that this is not going to progress unless I show this letter to him. Okay, Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him call? Since I've heard him called by that name. He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it. Why are y'all confronting this man in the records room by yourself? Oh, you wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear. Did we not learn from Red White? Did we not learn from Case 2 not to be confronting people on their turf with evidence? Ouch, my hand. Why? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? No! A stun gun for self-defense, usually. Indeed. He's finna stun gun us! 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! Whoa! What are you? Nick, run! No, Maya! Maya! Out of my way! No! Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. What? Okay, now I'm just angry. This is disappointed, Shoko, right now at this point. Back to having no clues. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Don't say that, Maya. Maya. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. All right, Jay. Maya, she's holding something. What is this? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped it. All right. I prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Okay. Yes. Save. I have words. I have so much words. I kind of saw this coming because of the whole thing with Red White. Why are we confronting people with evidence that obviously points to them not in front of other people, not where there are cameras? Yes, you wrote this to him, right? Like, why are we confronting him right here? Like, this can't be real, right? And then him taking the evidence. Shouldn't that evidence like be presented before it comes out in like the court and stuff? Not be like, hey, hey, surprise! I took this as evidence here. I don't. But Von Karma literally has been planning this for 15 years, all for this dramatic setup. He knew about Edgeworth and his guilt ridden dream. But I still feel like I'm miss. Okay, Gregory put a spot on his record, so Gregory is now dead. It could be because Edgeworth accidentally killed him when he threw the pistol. Accidental discharge. The ghost medium blamed Yanni Yogi. But why would you get so upset with Edgeworth and try to ruin his life? It's like he was a kid. He was trying to protect his dad. Were you that vindictive that you wanted to try to take out a child? I mean, some people are. I feel like that I'm missing something, but it also comes into question. They said Von Karma took a vacation for months, but what? I mean, was the man that hurt that his record got jacked up, or is I'm thinking there's something a lot more, and I think we're gonna find out a lot more in the case. Um, I'm gonna need to drink some more coffee. Okay, all right, time to get out the notepad. This is it, Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What? Why? What? What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Did he shock him? Did she shock him? I guess the shock hasn't worn out from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What? What are you doing? I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Ow. Got gumshoe. But what's gotten into that girl? So, did we not report this to anybody? Did we not report that Von Karma freaking stun gunned us? Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, detective? Have no fear. As promised, I captured our runaway character. Just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? Exactly. He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. He remember. He got to. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. Okay, Judge, you still got that sliver of a backbone. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Wow, he actually said it this time. The judge is surprised. Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. I'm scared. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as... Now he wants us to cross-examine when before he was like, oh, it's a waste of time. Like how many trap cards do you have laid out, sir? Very well. Please bring the witness to the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. He was running away. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Why I left court? I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motor things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Let's begin. Oh, yeah, we need to press him. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Okay, I'm really sorry about leaving like that yesterday. I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. We only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why did you go back to the caretaker shack? Well, I kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. Oh! Hold on. That fell backwards. Okay. Let me bring this up a little bit. It was back too far. Alright. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. So he was gone for a full day. See, you have already discredited your witness. He can't remember his name. Then you say, oh, he can remember everything that happened 3 days ago. And then he was like, oh, I got lost on the way. Yeah. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Exactly. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, it seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show me the court proof. I don't have anything because you took it from me. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you come to your senses. Very well, witness. Please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing over and over. You've been calling the witness testimony of the past or lack thereof into question. But does that really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said that he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Unfortunately, we don't got the letter to prove it. Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this defendant is? Of course, Your Honor. Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Who played Dom Von Karma? Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Hi, Nadian. How are you? Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Oh, it's going good. I am on the final day of case 4. I triggered his trap card. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the victim has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? Okay, so how can I prove that he is Yanni Yogi? Okay, this is for the current. Okay, we're looking at DL6 stuff. Oh. I mean, Polly, maybe? This doesn't show anything. This doesn't show anything. You know what? There has been crazier things. It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Why do I... That seems like that's too easy. We triggered another trap card. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Uh, you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burnt my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints to hide your past? I guess that would explain. Okay, so if Yanni was the one. Okay, so if Yanni was the one who shot, who planned the murder on the boat, that's why when he left the gun, it didn't have any prints on it. It only had edge work because he had no prints. Wow, that's either he actually did work at a chemical plant, or he did that like just to get this stuff. Yeah, that. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Tisk. What? Well, what will you do, Mr. It seems that the case has been decided. No. I know what happened. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't just let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. There is no body, but there is something that can. Nick, what are we gonna do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his. You? Okay, you shot your own self in the foot by saying that, because I was thinking about doing that. Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to. Your Honor. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order. Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Do you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine a parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You know what? I have seen crazier things. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. So your first real loss is gonna be the case where a parrot discredits everything you did. That is hilarious. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. The pretty bird. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. The witness is ignoring me. must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your honor? Please testify for us. Hello, hello. Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? I was wondering if the bird was going to be important because parrots are mimics. So who knows what he has been talking about? Witness, you can't just say hello and expect for us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? Okay, what's your name? Because we haven't got the name yet. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think we established that the parrot is named Polly. Does that have anything to do with her owner's identity? I'll think of course. Yeah, because he did say Polly. Yes, it does. Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name would prove her owner's identity? Then show us the proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker identity is... Okay. Oh, I can check this? Alright. Case summary. Area elevator with oxygen depleted at the time. No clues on the scene. Victim data. Defense attorney trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with son. Okay, so Edgeworth was there when he lost the trial against Von Karma. So now this places Von Karma in the building. Miles Edgeworth 9. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired. It was fired twice? Okay, weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi. Court bailiff trapped in elevator with Edgeworth with the Edgeworths. Memory loss due to deprivation. After his arrest, fiance Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Polly! The DL6 case file? That is quite a large file you have. Which page is the proof on it? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. That was the suspect. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does it make you my granddaughter's fiance? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We will need some other collaborating evidence. Where am I going to find it? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. Your We can just get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess we should... Okay. Hello, hello. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anything. I want you to testify. Okay, what's the safe number? What? So we already knew that the safe number is 1228. Oh, wait, 1228. 1228. That was the case. That was the case summary that it went to court originally. Man, was Yanni like that mad? I mean, yeah, of course he would be upset, but maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say something, okay? Polly, what is the number to the safe in the shack? 1228, 1228. Because the statute of limitations runs out on December 28th. My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that the number has something to do with the caretaker? It does. It's the date. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ah, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The date? Case summary. I needed to remember what that was. The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright. Where in this file is something related to that case number, the case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically the date on the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Ah, he used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe number. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number one. Thanks for letting me know what your ATM card number is. I might have to pickpocket you later. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence. That's all. True. That is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seem more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Oh, summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Ooh. Witness. Tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh! I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. This man is stood up straight. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent me. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. You took revenge on a 9-year-old? I have no regrets. What? Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? Bless you, baby. What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Okay. On camera, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Ha! So now you actually got a mark. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, there are clear to suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. All right, but we're not done yet, I feel, because we have brought up the DL6 now. So, not guilty here. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
You see that smirk Von Karma had? He knew he was going to say something. Did someone say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do I do? Okay. What should I do? Raise an objection, or should I just leave it to Edgeworth? Because I'm pretty sure even if I raise the objection, Von Karma is going to come out with something. And even though they said accidental murder is still murder, he was 9 years old at the time. I kind of want to see where this goes. Because I got a feeling if I raise the objection, Von Karma's gonna try to pull something. Because he has all the other evidence that I collected. Okay. No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. I mean, because my thing is, he's gonna do it anyway. Doesn't matter which. I believe it doesn't matter which route I take. He's gonna do it anyway. For 15 years, I've had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident where your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah, it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. Oh, you would, because you have everything on your side. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I would consider the appropriate course of action. Court is adjourned. I'm sorry, Wright. I just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, but it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Ha ha! Way to go, Phoenix. Your case? For what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your night. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in the court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Oh boy. But, right. All right. Okay. I need to get up real quick. I need to go blow my nose. And I need to go. If there's any coffee left, I'll probably grab some more. So give me a moment. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, it's time to get cereal. I'm ready. I'm ready. All right, let's go in and do this. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it is unconventional for me, I like to run this one by the book. Oh, really? I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. On karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Yep. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Really? That would be key, but only if I get it to work. Please, please. DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. As then, something heavy fell at me. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the event. Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Oh, but you were playing it up. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. All right. That day I have gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. Okay, first let me look at this because it's kind of bothering me. He said there was something in the testimony, so I'm gonna keep this one in mind, but I'm gonna forget this one because that's done. Let's check this. Case summary, district courthouse. Air elevator, depleted at the time the clues found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator returning from the lost trial son. One bullet found in the heart and the murder weapon was fired twice. So where did the other bullet go? One was found in the heart, so where's the other one? As we went to leave, an earthquake struck. And that proves that he was coming from one of his trials. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster. And he picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot and a scream. The gun fired okay, the gun fired once. Yes. Oh. I think After I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and the horrible scream. The scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. I'm gonna press him on this one. Okay, where was that again? Victim data. Okay, victim data.
Objection!
Oh, are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The victim data? Yeah, victim. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. So, Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. And then, so, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot is fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident, but why would a bailiff just go out and be shooting his gun like that? There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defense, a boy at the scene at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired has something to do with the case? Okay, nothing to do with this. Forward okay, we said 2 gunshots, right? Okay, he got shot, so we have the bullet from his heart. There's a bullet hole in the pane of glass up there. Somebody shot in? Because we already have the bullet from Gregory. That's clearly there, so the second shot. So yeah, either somebody shot out or somebody shot in. Okay. I'm gonna say yes. Because there's two shots. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Montcalm, say you're surprised for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. The photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Please get a clue. Okay, show the just a contradiction in the photo. This here. This should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving? It's simple, Your Honor. Hi, Moonty. How are you? Welcome in, everyone, from Moonty's channel. What were you doing, madam? What were you doing? Ah, I'm growing big. Stop growing big. Oh, you were doing Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Go back. It's small sheep. Small sheep. Hi, we played Pictionshire and then Hello Kitty. Oh, how is Pictionshire? I do have a key for that I need to play. Oh, and thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. But hello everyone. My name is Cozy Shakura. I am an overworked office sheep that loves to do a lot of after work gaming and just chilling and relaxing. Today you are coming to a segment called Coffee with Cozy, where basically we have our coffee and breakfast and catch up from the work week, and then we play a few games after breakfast and coffee. Right now we are playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. It is the very first game. I think this is the first game that came over into the US. And right now I am on case 4 on the last day of trial. It's cute, a little buggy but playable. There's this candidate turned me off, but I'll let you play and decide on how you feel. Ah, thank you. Well, I really do appreciate the raid. If you do need to go and relax and do all that stuff, go ahead and do that. Drop a lurk if you like to, or whatnot. Right now, we have, be careful, this is spoilers if you are interested in playing any of the Ace Attorney games. We have cleared Miles Edgeworth of the murder of Robert Hammond, but now we are getting into the DL6 incident. I do need to raid and run. We have an appointment. I'll leave the worker tab. Okay. You have a good day, Moon, and talk to you later. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went to Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. But who is that someone else? But Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course.
Objection.
I hate that objection. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, Look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary, that's on page 1. All right, what about the case summary? Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time. No clues found on the scene. So, no clues found on the scene, as in they basically did not find a second bullet? Huh. Because we got the one from Gregory's heart, but not the second one if it was fired in. Okay. The case summary, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. So where did the other bullet hole come from, Von Karma? The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. You know what else has been bothering me with Von Karma? Why he keep on grabbing his arm? Like he just clenching. It's like he's always angry. I don't know. That was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Wow. Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense claims. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all of my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you do it, Nick. You said you get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick. Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the... Okay, so how are y'all discounting... Okay, I watch a lot of crime shows. And usually some cases that have gone unsolved, and then you have like a detective or something that basically decides to pull it up. Well, not decide. They pull it up to try to get some of the unsolved cases like done. Like there's more than likely been new technology in the last 15 years. So are y'all telling me that y'all, I mean, I understand not being able to find a second shooter, or if there's another shooter, but it's just like, it was fired twice, there's only 1 bullet. Well, you know, there was no other evidence that was there that you probably think they picked it, they picked it up and, they went off with it. It's like, oh my goodness. No, Shoko, remember questionable laws, but whimsical names. They're these gays. They don't believe in reasonable death. That's what I'm like. Well, there was only 1 bullet found at the scene. It's just like, okay, so the other person couldn't pick it up or something happened. It shows that it was fired twice. Well, he could have fired it somewhere else. You know, the day before, why would a bailiff be taking his gun from his job? Because I'm pretty sure if you're signing in to be a bailiff, you get that stuff issued. Why are you firing it off the day before? We obviously showed proof that there was a second shot. There's one in the heart with clear markings on the ballistics, and then one shot through the window. Okay, okay, sorry, I had to rant, sorry. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So, you killed your father, though that was not your intention? 9-year-old kid trying to stop another man from beating up his dad, picked up a heavy object that was in front of him at the time and threw it at the guy. Yeah, we're gonna sentence him for life for a thing that he did as a child, even though he obviously that was not his intention. Okay. Not saying that accidental murder is not murder, but it's like, come on, y'all. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yeah, it's like in that it will be so. It was like it's tragic it happened, but it was just, he was trying to stop the guy from, fighting with his dad. Yes, I did. Oh no, he's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I have an objection because I'm trying to buy time.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Tisk. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof. Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. Mia, the second bullet. The second bullet is somewhere, but where? What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone... Didn't I just say that? Somebody took it! Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists. What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. Okay. So, we can confirm something though. Looking at the DL6 stuff, the victim, the Vince attorney trapped in an elevator returning from a lost trial with his son. So he was coming from the trial that he had with Von Karma. So we can confirm that Von Karma was also in that building. If Yanni is innocent, who else would want to try to get revenge against Miles? it would have been Von Karma. Hmm. Edgeworth was working against Von Karma because he was bringing into question his methods of bringing in evidence and witness testimony. Von Karma has been known to do witness tampering and evidence tampering and falsified testimonies. So, even though Gregory Edgeworth, who was the defense attorney, he lost the case. So Von Karma in the end won. It still put a blemish on Von Karma's record. He still got a penalty because of some of the tampered evidence that Gregory Edgeworth brought up against him. It brought some of his methods into question. So even though Von Karma won, and he still technically has a perfect record when it comes to winning court cases, he has a blemish on his record as a penalty because it brought his methods into question. And as Edgeworth has repeatedly said, and also Grossberg, Von Karma is a perfectionist in every way. So we know Von Karma was in the building. So did he have... And we also saw earlier that he was responsible for writing that letter to Yanni Yogi, even though we can't prove that now because we as idiots presented it to him in the record rooms that has no cameras and no witnesses, and Von Karma basically stun gunned us and took the freaking letter from us. So us as the player know that Von Karma was behind that whole thing, and it has to be something with the DL6 incident. So I'm thinking overall, I got a feeling that Von Karma had something to do with this, but how? And he also took all of our the stuff that we had for DL6, he took all that evidence from us, except for this case file. He took some stuff from us when he took the letter. Okay. Okay, the murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Okay, that's true. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? I mean, the murderer had to find it. Did he have to find it though? Because what would be the point of the murderer needing to find a bullet? Because I'm really trying to think through, why did the murderer have to find it or not? There was no need for the murderer? Okay. I don't think they need it. Okay, so if we're gonna take this game's logic, if you get pretty much shot in the heart, you instantly die. It's instantaneous. I'm taking this game's logic into question, into this. But if you're getting hit somewhere else, because remember, Edgeworth said he heard a scream and then he passed out. That would mean the bullet hit somebody. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go with the thing of maybe the bullet hit somebody, and that's why they didn't need to find it. Okay. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Uh, had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? He had to take. Oh, you're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to. Okay, so my line of thinking was right. The bullet had to hit somebody else, and they had to take the bullet. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take it. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. It hit the murderer. I knew it because yeah. The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you can perform surgery right there. Hot dog. Okay, this makes sense. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, which is why there's a bullet hole in the elevator. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Ooh. Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something. Really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite the shot for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Von Karma is the murderer. He has to be. Why did he take a vacation right after that? The gun went off. It shot outside. It hit Von Karma. And then he took a vacation afterwards for months. So he had to take that bullet with him. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Now we're now we're in the dangerous waters, which would mean, it could only mean one thing. And then we already confirmed that Von Karma was in the building. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edwards. It was Von Karma. Oh man, something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Whatever. Your Honor, there's a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? And that grin. You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. I'll honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection. Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where would I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Okay, so you're telling me this man is carrying this for the past 15 years? He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Ugh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, you couldn't. You can't just pull bullets out yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Don't tell me this man has kept this bullet in his arm. Wait a minute, is that why he grabbed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Metal detector makes a noise when metallic objects are near a useful. Okay, Mia did say think crazy, right? Let's go. All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I asked, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There's the possibility that that bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Oh, you sweating! Oh sweating hard. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside of you? Oh! Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. I mean, but if you got nothing to hide, let us do it. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh! It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. Oh, really? What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove. Yes, you do! I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6. Oh, I don't? Maya got something for me. I have one piece of evidence. That's because you took it out of the record room yesterday. I got one piece of evidence on you. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. And when people keep records, no, I'm the one who's sorry. I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. And also, if you're taking something out of the records rooms, don't they actually keep like a log or record of that? And probably would have been like, yeah, he took all this stuff out. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. But what? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgar? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Where's the bullet? That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Ballistic markings. A fingerprint of the gun. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Oh. Okay, dude, that scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. He threw the gun. Get away. Threw the gun and went away. Get away from my father. Bang. That same scream. And then he passed out. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Oh, okay. But, so, it was you. Okay. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. Wow. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death. Death. Okay. All right, Chief. Not that man crashing out live in court. Yes. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I have ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Wow! In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Oh, and that would explain when they went to the spirit medium, the last person that he was arguing and fighting with was Yanni Yogi. So it wasn't that his spirit lied. That was just the last thing he remembered. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tis, tis, tis. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job and get into this miserable charade. Now, end it. But very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Not guilty on both cases. That is all. This court is adjourned. Nick, we did it. Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. Not only did I give him his first loss from a present case, I gave him another blow on the 15-year case. I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know. Try. Thank you. I see. Thank you. You're welcome. I think you could have done it better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She just got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just as I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares? See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Lotta, I still got beef with you. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over. What? Why the side face, Larry? What happened? Did Keontae break up with him? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keontae. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Oh, yeah. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not strange. You give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, the lunch money? I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Edgeworth in school? 38. No, Larry, Larry took the lunch money. Larry, it was you. What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to the day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. Wow, Larry! You just let Phoenix take the fall like that? I was never good at history. Edgeworth? You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. If something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, Ray, I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events. Hey, Edgeworth? You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. He really did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotional risk. Wow, yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. The death sentence for both of you. Man, if I only known, I would have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, Wright? Hey, y'all, line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go. And after that, dinner's on me. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. I don't know. Okay, now we're back in the law office. That was just outside the court. Now we're back in the office. Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first trains from the mountains have already left. To the station. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought I've lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Oh, show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. She got that bullet for me. Like, we lost all of the evidence that we had from the DL6, and she ended up getting this. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon. See you soon, Maya. Aww. Thanks, Nick. Aww. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim. Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, that was good. That was good. Hey, pal, Mr. Edwards come down the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? All right, we are done with the 4 cases. But I think there is a 5th case on this one. But this is the ending for the original 4. When this first came out on GBA, I believe, it was only 4 cases. But I think when it came out on the DS, they introduced a 5th case because they introduced other mechanics. Ooh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. Yeah, stop ringing your bell. You didn't teach me nothing. You know what? I take it back. It was the first case. Y'all taught me how to access my inventory and stuff. I give it to you. He's right. Oh, he took over management. Oh. Okay, that was good. That was a good 4th case. That was interesting. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Ahem. What? So where did Phoenix? So he's saying that Phoenix, he hasn't seen Phoenix in a while. Where did he go? I'm not buying it. You can't be a Star Wars named Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Old bag. Kind of forgot about her. Will. Pink Princess. He's such a good guy. That was good though. Yeah, that was That was pretty crazy with Von Karma. Literally, he wanted to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. I mean, well, the Edgeworths overall. Gregory, because he put a blemish on his perfect record, the penalization, and then on freaking Miles, just because he threw a weapon, it was an accidental discharge, and it left a scar on his shoulder. He held that much freaking hatred for them. Like, dude. And then the lights came back on, the elevator's door opened, and he was just like, that was my chance. It was the perfect murder. He was unconscious, and the last person that he pretty much saw was Yanni Yogi. So it was literally the perfect murder. And when the spirit medium decided to when their mother, Misty May, did the whole spirit medium thing, the last thing that he remembered, because he went unconscious, was him fighting with Yanni Yogi. So yeah, that's crazy. So it wasn't that the spirit lied to protect his son. He didn't know. You can see Mia in the picture. Oh, I love that. Good job, Capcom. Now get some voice actors for your freaking stuff. Hold it. Turnabout goodbyes. Okay, see? Now we have this brand new episode. This is the one that was introduced in the Nintendo DS. Because, you know, Nintendo DS had like the touch screen. You can blow into the microphone on stuff. They introduced some. I remember when they premiered this when this came out. I had a DS. So I remember when they were redoing some of the games, and then they introduced new cases and stuff. And this was one of the ones. I still remember that from a while ago. Well, a long time ago. A new episode has been added. And that was case 4. So now it's going to be case 5, Rise from the Ashes, P1 investigation. But we are going to start that next week. So I'm going to go ahead. I am going to end stream for today.